What's up, everybody here on YouTube, all you Jeep lovers out there, right? Well, today we're going to be talking about accessories for Jeep Wranglers. I'm here at Rogers Wranglers in North Charleston, South Carolina, where I work at currently, and we sell Jeeps. We sell all types of vehicles, but we have over 50 to 60 Wranglers on ground any given day of the week. With that being said, a lot of the Jeeps on the lot out here that are for sale have tons of accessories on them. Sometimes we add accessories on the vehicles to help them sell, because they seem to always sell a little better when they got a lift kit on them, some sporty wheels and all that fun stuff. And some of them we buy are already pretty hooked up. So with that being said, I thought it'd be fun to get out here today, let you see some of the accessories that are on the Wranglers, whether it's a 4-door, 2-door, whatever it may be, and get that comment section and let us know what you think and which accessories you like best. Because I know when you buy a Jeep and let's say you got one that's hooked up or not hooked up, let me tell you, you're gonna want to do something to it. So with that being said, it's always nice to be able to see some Jeeps with accessories on them. I know how it is. I got a Jeep, or not a Jeep, but I got a 4Runner. And when I first bought my 4Runner, that's all I was doing was getting on YouTube and online, looking at all the accessories and things you can do to your 4Runner to kind of get a look and see what it's like to have it already on there. And sometimes it's nice to see it already hooked up in the same color of your vehicle. So that's what we're doing today. We're getting out here, looking at them, showing them to you. And again, we'll have a good time doing it. It is a bit windy, so if we get some audio issues with sound, please understand that it's extremely windy outside and we're filming on the iPhone and I don't have anything to help with a actual, like a windscreen or something like that. So anyways, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you're a Jeep Wrangler fan. Please do that. We got a lot of Jeeps that are going up on the channel every single day that we're selling. And if you're ever in the Carolinas, come on down and see us right here in North Charleston, South Carolina. All right, let's get started with no further ado. So we'll kind of start out with this one here. It's a 2015 JKU. You know, some of the most common things people do on their Wranglers is lifting them up, putting a lift kit on, bigger rims and tires, or maybe just regular stock rims, but putting a bigger tire setup on there and really just kind of making them look a little fancier. You know, there's so many accessories they offer for Jeep Wranglers, it's insane. I mean, it's probably one of the most customizable vehicles in the world. I mean, there's tons of things you can do to them. Now, this one's probably the most accessorized Jeep that we have here at Rogers Wranglers, because this is actually the one that we take to events, Jeep shows, Jeep Jam down there in Daytona Beach, Myrtle Beach. I mean, we take it all over the place, and believe it or not, a few times we've taken it out on the trails to give it a shot at going through the dirt, mud, and going over the rocks. So it'll get the job done if need be. Now, I know a lot of y'all watching the video probably know a lot about accessories already, because you may already have yourself a Jeep, but you may even know a little more than I do about some of them, right? But anyway, so one thing people love doing is adding on these front and rear steel bumpers. You can go online and find them. but you know, a company that makes them, Smittybilt makes them. You can always go in your local four-wheel parts store around your city. They're usually in about every town, and talk with the guys in there and see what you can do. But this is always a great thing to get because you can add your winch on. Now, some of the newer Jeeps, you can actually put the winch on the factory front bumper, but this one here's got a Rugged Ridge winch, extreme heavy duty 10.5, so that's 10,500 pounds. A lot of winches we see on most of the Jeeps out here are either the Smittybilt ones are really popular, and Warren is definitely a great brand of winch. Those are probably some of the best winches out there, the Warren winch. But anyways, the main purpose of that winch there is if you get in a position where you're stuck, you can wrap it around a tree, pull yourself out, or even put it and hook it onto another Jeep on the front steel bumper and have it solid there so it can pull you out. So it's a great thing to get. If you do plan on doing some off-roading, the winch and the steel bumpers is the way to go. Now, other features people do, they get these inserts back here behind the grill, which looks cool. That one's green, but it's got an American flag set up on it. It's a little difficult to see, but it's there. LED lights, headlights, always nice to get. People are going to always do the light bar across the top there. And then this particular Jeep's got a snorkel on it, and the snorkel is basically so if you do get in the water, your Jeep can still breathe and suck in all the air that it needs to do, okay? So you could probably get, you know, up to here in water if you wanted to. Rugged Ridge makes that as well. Great company. Other things people do, they add these inserts right inside the wheel wells. They look good, and you know, a little more protection up under there for you to make sure rocks and dirt and things like that don't get in. Man, what a beautiful Jeep that is. That's our 2009 JKU Rubicon. So other things people do, they add on different fenders. Some have flat fenders like the white Rubicon we just saw. Or you get these right here. I like the little bit bigger ones. They look good to me. LED lighting kits are real popular on Jeeps. You also see how we got a different mirror connected onto the A-pillar there. So if you do take the doors off, you still got a mirror, which is nice. And then some other stuff you'll notice on this Jeep, you're gonna get a Smittybilt roof rack up top so you can strap things on up there. But there's all kinds of things you can do. Rock sliders on the side, super chips equipped, so you can kind of take that super chip system in there and control things a little better, maybe bump up the horsepower or fuel ratios or whatever may need be done. Also, you notice on this one here, a different hood. Now this Jeep, some would call it a mall rider because it's definitely a little more showy than it is going through the rocks and all, but it will get the job done at the end of the day. Now we're gonna take a look at this Rubicon here. Now this is a 2010 with 90,000 miles on it. We added on the Mayhem wheels, which look great. The Amp all-terrain tires, seems to be a pretty good company. Got a nice tread on here, right? This is a great street tire. It's not real noisy, but it's okay going off-road too. But if you really are gonna do some extreme off-roading, I would suggest getting something a little more knobbier to be able to grip and all that a little bit better. But I love those wheels. Good looking rim, by the way. I mean, I just love the look of it. But these are 35 by 12 and a half. So if you're gonna be Jeeping, man, it's a must to get some nice wheels and nice tires. This one has the stock fenders and everything else is pretty much stock. But we did add on the front bumper here with the lights integrated into it. You got those. And again, there's your common Smittybilt 9500 XRC winch, brand spanking new. A lot of people like these grills, give it kind of an aggressive, sporty look. You can always add new Rubicon stickers on like we did on this one with the silver and the carbon fiber. A different antenna. This one's got a soft top on it. We also added on the rear LED lights right here, which look nice. And a fifth wheel that's actually connected to the stock. Doesn't have a swing arm on there, but it is connected with whatever they call this. Forget what they call this particular thing back here, but this is pretty much comes stock on the vehicle. It will hold a 35 series tire with a 17 or 18 inch wheel, but if you start getting bigger rims and tires and all, I would suggest getting a steel rear bumper and a swing arm, because that is a lot of weight putting right on the back of here. Now we'll take a look at some old school TJs. This is a 98 TJ, and something that most people are gonna do are get these right here. Okay, those little lights, they look pretty good and they're helpful. This one's actually got a Pro Comp steel bumper right there on the front, just very simple, gets the job done. And then they've also added on a light bar right there, which looks pretty good, and it's a good place to mount it right there. Other than that, got a little hinge here to add the mirror on right there if need be. And for the most part, this TJ here is stock. It's got a 2.5 liter, which actually is better than the 2.4. The 2.5 liter engine, I seen a guy up at the Gulches with a 2.5 that blew me away. Now, he had a lot of work done to the engine, but man, what a torquey little motor it had in there. And the 2.5 supposedly is a great engine for off-roading. But if you can get the 4.0, that's the way to go, right? But it did do well in that situation. And this may be a great little Jeep for somebody out there that's looking for something that's inexpensive that they can start working on and hook up. A 98 TJ, the only thing, it does have the automatic transmission. You might want a manual. One of the really cool Jeep Wranglers we've had out here at Rogers Wranglers for a little while now is the 2009 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon JKU. This Jeep has got all the accessories, everything you could ever want out of a four-door Wrangler. Take a look at it. Here it comes. Man, this guy came by today, super excited to get a Jeep, and drove off with this one. Wow, what a beautiful Wrangler it is. Guys, we always ask, please come down and see us at Rogers Wranglers in beautiful North Charleston to get you a Jeep Wrangler. Visit us online at rogerswranglers.com. Find exactly what you're looking for, whether it's a four-door JKU, something like this, or something like that. There we go. All right, everybody. So you might be wondering, what is a bikini top? This is a bikini top on a Jeep Wrangler. What a bikini top consists of is basically what you're looking at right now. What you're looking at here is just something to cover the top. That's why they call it a bikini top. There's nothing on the sides, nothing on the back, just the top. That's right. And this Jeep has this engine, 5.3 liter V8. And my God, the headers under there look amazing. It really is cool. If you want to see a video of it, go on my YouTube channel and type in YJ V8 Wrangler. But that's a bikini top. A Grant steering wheel. This is more accessories. I mean, this is a great accessory to buy for your Jeep right here if you got a soft top, because it helps the top be a little bit quieter so it doesn't flap as much and make a bunch of noise when driving down the road. So you can probably buy one of those little aluminum bars like that for 20 bucks. Okay, so that's an accessory. Do we got more accessories to show you? Of course we do. It's the end of the day at the dealership here, and I was on a roll earlier talking about accessories and had some customers, and we sold a Jeep, a big old JKU that had a bunch of accessories on it that I really wanted to film for y'all today. And as you can see, that Jeep ended up selling. So let's keep looking, and I'll show you some stuff. You know, give you a little idea. Well, you know, you can tell we got a lot of Jeeps out here. There's an old school TJ. There's a YJ. Now, these are mostly stock, okay? This is an LJ, a 2006 with 88,000 miles. I mean, you know, these are basic accessories everybody's wanting to get on their Jeeps. You know, the front bumpers, the KC lights. This is old school right here, old school KC lights. This is what people used to rock on their Jeeps back in the day before the LED lights came around. And, you know, some people still love KC lights, so they're great. Okay, but there's that one. You know, you can also take your old school Jeep like this here and put a set of JK wheels on it. Now, you will have to get some wheel spacers or adapters or something like that, because the bolt pattern is a little bit different from a TJ or LJ compared to a JK. But you can always add on some a little bit newer wheels and make your Jeep look just a little bit better, right? If that's what you're going for. This TJ here, check this out. This one's actually got wheels that are off of a newer JK series as well. Okay, Mayhem, these rims right here, Mayhem wheels, are really nice. And there's those AMP All-Terrain Pro tires again. So this Wrangler here actually has the bigger rims and tires, but doesn't really have the lift on it, right? So that will be something that whoever buys that Jeep will most likely want to do to it, they're going to want to bring it up a little higher. It may have a leveling kit on there, but it doesn't have a whole bunch of lift. And that's the same what we got right here. This is a JK series Jeep. Same type of situation going on. Bigger rims and tires, but not as much lift. Just a leveling kit. Or maybe just one of these right here. That thing, little hockey puck, whatever you want to call it, goes in there, and that kind of levels it out. You can buy those leveling kits like that fairly inexpensive. We're talking 150, less than 200 bucks to just kind of level things out a little bit. Now this JK here has a smaller lift kit on it. As you can see, it sits up just a little bit higher than the red one. So this has probably got maybe like 2.5, 3-inch lift, maybe more, but now I'm not a big fan of these Moto Metal wheels on this particular Jeep. I mean, the brand Moto Metal may be fine, but I'm not a really big fan of those. I like the tires, okay? I have nothing against the BF Goodrich all-terrain tires, but those rims right there aren't really the most prettiest of wheels for a Jeep. But again, the lift kit, the rims, the tires, you know, that's kind of what you're gonna wanna do. Maybe throw on some KC lights, and you got yourself a nice looking Jeep. And there's, once again, the bumper. This one's by what? Poison Spider. And then, you know, some little LEDs, maybe a little LED headlight. But you know, if you buy those inexpensive on Amazon LED headlights like this here that do the color changing thing, this is what you can expect to happen after a year or so. They're going to start fading. They're going to start oxidizing. They may get water in them, who knows? But they're going to start yellowing on you, okay? Compared to something like this, a nice bright look to it, all right? You know, that was the great thing about older Jeeps, not the JKs, right? Because that's when the plastic headlight came around. But your older Wrangler, like the YJ and the TJ, has an actual glass bulb in here, okay? The whole fixture there is glass. You don't have to worry about that getting all that yellowing going on, you know? And it just doesn't look good. So, as you can see, all these old school Jeeps got the glass, and they look great. They still look almost like new. It's when you start getting this plastic stuff is when things start fading. And luckily we got a guy that comes by and he can actually buff these things out. You can take toothpaste, put a little toothpaste, a little bit of grit with it. And you know, that toothpaste has got a little grit to it. You can rub that on your headlights real good and then clean it off, you know, and you can really bring the shine back out on your headlights if you got plastic ones, even on your Toyota, Jeep, whatever it may be. Just a little trick of the trade. There's all kinds of tricks out there to make your headlights look a little better. It's all about that grit and whatever kind of paste you're putting on there to kind of knock off that dirty oxidation type film. Anyways, more accessories. Here's our Willys 2014. Now, some people are gonna put these on here, right? Those are cool, probably inexpensive little accessory. More LED lights, right? You might get an antenna on here for your CB radio. Steel bumpers. You can always find these, and even if they're used, you can clean them up and paint them, put these little plastic things in, and boom, you got you something looking kind of fresh. These slant back tops are cool. Let me tell you, the frameless top for a two-door is extremely expensive. These tops can get expensive, but you know, you got these. But again, more accessories with lights, more light bars, all that stuff starts adding up at the end of the day. This bumper looks a little different. You got old school Smitty built winch on there, more LEDs, which those look a little bit nicer. But anyways, all kinds of cool stuff you can do to your Wrangler. So we're just kind of showing you what we got going on out here today at the store. And man, we got to get some more stuff we can film for you, because I know some of y'all got questions. So get in that comment section and let us know what you're thinking. Here's another JKU here. We call this a mall rider, right? I mean, it looks more show than it does go, right? But again, bumper, pretty cool looking front grille on here. That thing looks really mean. Kind of looks like a bird of some sort with a beak on it. Then you got this nice metal. This is not fiberglass, actually. Got a nice hood here. Got some cool graphics. It's got some spots for the air to kind of flow through. Stickers are always a must if you're going to make your car look a little better, right? But let me tell you, guys and girls, if you're going to put stickers on your vehicle, make sure you got a little something to go along with the stickers, right? Like this one here, bigger fenders, rails, lift, a little bit of tire, you know? Make sure of that, because you can do like I've done in the past and just put some really cool stickers on your car, and it may look fine and all, but you want to have a little something going on with your vehicle. So I would suggest getting a lift maybe hooking it up a little bit, and then putting the stickers on there for the stuff that you actually have on your vehicle. I really like these wheels though. These KMCs look pretty cool. KMC makes nice rims for trucks, and obviously they make them for Jeeps as well. But you know, the first things you need to do when you get a Jeep, if you want to make it look cool, lift it, wheels, tires, and that's kind of the start. You got to get started with that first, the lift, the rims and tires. But the main thing you got to get started with is actually getting the Jeep. You got to get the Jeep first. If you don't got the Jeep, you can't do the rest of the stuff, right? And that's what it's all about. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. It's been a long day at the car place here on a Monday, 4/20. But let me tell you, stay tuned. We got another video coming real soon about accessories. We are going to be highlighting interior accessories. A lot of those Jeeps you saw out on the lot today with all those cool items on them also have nice stuff on the inside. So tomorrow, hopefully the weather be as nice as it is today. We'll get in some of those Jeeps and check out the insides of them. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like, comment, and please subscribe. All right, everybody. We'll see you on the next clip. I'm Chad, and I'm signing out.